today we're going to create a basic scratch game. Well, I call this one a catchy game. I'm putting forward this video for the ones who are new in the world of Scratch so that they can get to know about the basics and give off their imaginations and creativity to create something much more awesome. So let's begin with it. In today's game, we would be basically having a sprite which would be catching another sprite and would be gaining scores. So let's start off with it. First, I'll select a sprite of my choice. And I'm taking this one. Okay, I'll delete off this. And I want this sprite to catch stars. Now things are going like a bit astronomical, right? So for the same, I'm choosing my backdrop to be related to space, stars. Okay. The next thing which we're gonna do is the best part of our today's game. Guess what? Of course, the coding for sure. So let's start. First, just for a mention, I'm starting coding with my character Kiran. So I'm going to events. When flag is clicked, I want it to forever go to mouse pointer. Now this basically means that when I click on the flag, this character would always be in the position where my cursor is. Now over here I want to mention a thing that when I was making this game for the first time, I used this code, point towards mouse pointer, and I don't want that this mistake should be repeated by someone else. This basically means that the character would be always moving in the angle where your cursor is, and this is not what we want. So be careful with this. Instead of point towards, we would be choosing go to mouse pointer. Okay. Let's set it back to 90 degrees. Yeah. Now, one more thing I would like to mention, that in this I am seeing that everything is going on like in a very rapid manner and does not seem to be that pretty. So for that, instead of using go to mouse pointer, it is advised to use the code glide 1 second to wherever you want to. Glide 1 second to mouse pointer. Now it will be like things are a bit legible now. So I advise to use this code instead of the previous one. Okay. Now right now we're just making the emotions. So let's do the same for the star. For star, I'm having when flag is clicked, I wanted to forever wait for like 1.5 seconds, and then I wanted to go to any random position. It means that in every 1.5 seconds it will be in some other place. Let's see. Yeah, so everything's going alright for motions. The next thing is that our game was not just this much to let the characters hang around. We want that when this sprite would be in touch with this one, so the score would be increased. Now for score, I have to make a variable. Click on make a variable, and I'll name it as score. Okay. So now again, in this character only, I wanted that if it is touching the star, So my score should increase by 1. Okay. So let's see if it works. I make it touch. Yeah, it's increasing once. Okay. I see that my score is increasing. There's one more problem over here, that the speed of a sprite is very low as compared to the one which needs to be catched off. So because of this, for that, for my first sprite, I would like it to glide for 0.5 seconds. Let's see if it works. Yeah, much more better. Now we're done with the coding of both the characters. Now as we are done with the coding, the sprites, the scores and everything, I want to give it a final touch by adding a sound to it. So for that, I'm going for the tag sounds, and I want to go with collect. Good one. Okay. So in this tag, if touching star, then I'll be adding this code play sound collect until done. Now this basically means that when this sprite would be touching the star, the score would be increased by 1, and at the same time the sound collect would be played. Let's see if it works. Yeah. So, well, I'm going to play it for a lot of time. Thank you so much for being here. Please do tell me if it was helpful for you, so that I could give more of my videos, and thank you. We'll meet you soon.